There is a book that was removed from the Bible, a book that speaks of angels who abandoned heaven, giants that devoured humanity, and a man who was taken alive, beyond the limits of the world. For centuries, it was hidden, not destroyed, not forgotten, hidden. And now, fragments of it are being uncovered again. The question is, why was it taken out in the first place? In 1947, a young shepherd walked into the desert of Judea and accidentally changed history. Inside a cave near the Dead Sea, he found ancient clay jars, sealed. What was inside them would become known as the Dead Sea Scrolls, nearly 1,000 ancient manuscripts, over 2,000 years old. Among them, fragments of a text that should not have existed, a text written in Aramaic, broken, faded, almost erased by time, but not gone, because decades later, technology would begin to see what human eyes could not. Using advanced imaging and artificial intelligence, researchers started recovering ink that had vanished centuries ago, words returning from silence. And in 2025, a model designed to date these ancient texts was given a name, Enoch, as if history itself was pointing back to him. In the official Bible, Enoch is almost invisible, a single line in a genealogy. He lived 365 years. He was the father of Methuselah. And then something impossible happens. He walked with God, and then he was no more because God took him. No death, no burial, just gone. The only man in the Old Testament described this way. And yet, from this almost forgotten figure emerges one of the most disturbing texts in ancient religious history, the descent of the Watchers. The Book of Enoch begins with a scene that most traditions chose to ignore. 200 angels watching humanity from above, not protecting, not guiding, watching. And then, desiring. The text calls them the Watchers. Their leader, Azazel, proposes something unthinkable. They will descend to earth together. They will take human women as wives. But there is a problem. If this goes wrong, one of them would bear the blame. So they make a pact, a binding oath, all 200 together, without turning back. They descend on Mount Hermon, a real place, still standing today. And that moment changes everything. Forbidden knowledge. The Watchers did not come empty-handed. They brought knowledge. Knowledge humanity was never meant to have, not yet. Azazel taught men how to forge weapons, swords, shields, instruments of war. To women he revealed beauty and vanity, cosmetics, ornaments, seduction. Others brought darker things, enchantments, astrology, secrets of the stars. And one taught something even more dangerous, writing, the ability to record knowledge, to preserve it, to pass it forward, beyond time. The Book of Enoch presents a chilling idea that humanity didn't evolve into corruption. It was taught. The Nephilim. Then came the offspring, the result of angels and humans, the Nephilim. The Bible barely mentions them, but Enoch describes them in terrifying detail. Giants, massive, uncontrollable. They consumed everything. First, crops, then animals, then each other. And when nothing remained, they turned on humanity. Violence spread across the earth, not as chaos, but as consequence. To the flood, a different reason. In Genesis, the flood comes because humanity became corrupt. But in Enoch, the corruption didn't start with humans. It came from above. The flood wasn't just punishment. It was a reset. a way to erase something that was never meant to exist. Enoch asked. Then the story changes. Instead of beings coming down, one man goes up. Enoch is taken, guided by angels through multiple layers of heaven. He sees things no human was meant to see: storehouses of snow and rain, fallen angels imprisoned in darkness, paths of the sun and moon, and finally, a place of fire, light, and overwhelming presence. There, Enoch receives knowledge about time, about judgment, about the end, and he is given a mission to return and write everything down. One of the strangest parts of the book is not mystical, it's mathematical. A calendar, 364 days, perfect symmetry. But this wasn't just science, it challenged the authority of religious leaders of the time. Because if the calendar is wrong, then everything is wrong. Festivals, rituals, sacred time itself. And there were groups, like the Essenes, who believed Enoch was right, and that the system in power was not. Then comes something even more unsettling. A figure hidden since before creation, revealed only at the appointed time. A judge, a ruler, called the Son of Man, a title that would later be used over 80 times by Jesus himself. Coincidence or connection? Some scholars believe the link is too precise to ignore, that Enoch didn't just describe the past. He influenced the future. Prophecy of Noah. Then a birth, Noah. But not as we know him. When his father sees him, he is terrified. The child glows, speaks, radiates something not entirely human. For a moment, he believes the worst, that the child came from the Watchers. But Enoch reveals the truth. This child is chosen. He will survive the flood. He will restart humanity. Before Noah ever builds the ark, his story is already written. Near the end of the book, Enoch sees everything, all of human history, divided into 10 eras, from creation to judgment. Empires rise, truth fades, a chosen group preserves hidden knowledge, and in the end, everything is judged, even the angels who started it all. For centuries, this book was read, copied, preserved, even respected until it wasn't, removed, classified as non-canonical, set aside, not destroyed, just excluded. And yet, it survived in fragments, in hidden traditions, in questions that never fully went away. So maybe the real question isn't, is the Book of Enoch true? But why was it considered too dangerous